Fast RMX is a game that lives up to its name. Fast. The game is basically a part of Fast Racing Neo from the Wii U, but with more vehicles, more tracks, upgraded graphics, and a lot of small stuff like all the tracks being reorganized, or the redesigned menus. Neo was a great game that was almost entirely ignored back when it came out in 2015, with it being a Wii U exclusive and all. But now it's back, and as a Switch launch title. With all the hype surrounding the Switch right now, it's helping this game finally get the recognition that it deserves. First thing is the graphics. They are phenomenal. This game is one of the best looking games I've ever seen. Plus it helps with the game being 1080p 60 frames per second, making it one of the first Switch games to hit that. Plus the game's sense of speed is one of the best I've ever seen. Actually no, it is the best I've ever seen. It makes you feel like you're going thousands of miles per hour. Hell, look at the speed of this thing. Look how fucking fast it's going. Fuck. It's quick. Super quick. The awesome track design helps too. There's, of course, the simple tracks at the start, but later on, the tracks get crazy. Plus, some tracks have obstacles. Usually it's a small wall or a pillar in the track, but there are also stuff like giant robot spiders and fucking asteroids. Hell, the tracks complement the handling perfectly, which is designed for high speeds. And high is an understatement. Now the game has one very unique feature that actually adds a lot more depth to the racing that you'd expect. On the tracks, there are blue and orange strips, and if you're the correct color, you get boost. All you need to do to switch color is to press a button. This small little mechanic gives the game so much more depth to where you have to pay attention to the color of your car and the track so you can switch to the correct color on time. With that and a separate boost bar, you will be constantly boosting, which makes it so you're going extremely fast all the time. However, this game is extremely fucking difficult. With some of the crazy track designs and the AI, it's a real challenge. Especially the AI. Like, the AI has so much rubber banding. So much. If you don't boost for more than 3 seconds, they would just zoom right past you, and it can be hard to catch up. However, a big problem that I had was that one AI driver would launch in the first at the start of the race and stay there. Sometimes the lead can go to unbeatable distances. Hell, this game's novice should have just been called hard. Advanced should have been called expert, and expert should have been called fucking goddamn bullshit. Seriously, if you're fucking crazy and want a challenge, get this game and try to beat every cup in every difficulty. The only break you get is that to unlock everything, you only need top 3 in all the cups. But if you want to finish every cup in first place, then... But it doesn't end there. Hero mode! Here's what it does. The boost ball is now your health. And running out of health or crashing is an instant fail. And you have to finish first. Not even second is good enough. First only. Also, every track has been mealed. So, good luck remembering all that shit you remembered, because now it's backwards. Thankfully, the boost pads also fill up your health, and you only need to do one track at a time instead of a whole cup. But on certain tracks, it can be extremely difficult. But I find it a lot more fun than the standard championships because you don't have to worry about points. And overall, I just prefer single races to tournaments. Plus, I love the fact you have to manage your health as well. There's like so much being thrown at you that it gives like this... It makes it feel super rewarding when you beat something in hero mode. But besides the multiplayer, that's basically it to the game. The multiplayer does support all 3 ways you can do multiplayer on the Switch. Split screen, local wireless, and online. Plus they are adding time trials in a future update, but that's it. Not saying that's a bad thing, because the game is good enough for me to keep coming back. The game reminds me of a classic 90s racing game, where there's not that much content in it, but the gameplay is really fun and hard as shit. Plus, if you add the fact that the game is only $20 on the eShop, and it is definitely worth a purchase. I think the game is an 8 out of 10. It does a great job at being a futuristic racing game with the gorgeous graphics, awesome gameplay, and the controller throwing difficulty, adding to create a fun experience. You know, because angle is fun. You know what? It's like the Dark Souls of racing games. It's fucking difficult, but it's super rewarding when you beat it, you know? But now, onto the actual system I'm playing this on. The Nintendo Switch. Now this isn't going to be a fully fledged review of the system, just more of a first impressions, since I only got the system last week, so it wasn't really enough time to properly review it. But spoiler alert, I fucking love it. I love the concept of taking the console on the go anywhere and just playing console games on it. I've been bringing it to school and playing split screen over there. And handing a Joy-Con to a friend is so simple and easy to do. The screen can be a little bit small, but if you're sitting near a table with the Switch on it, it's not that bad. Just takes some getting used to. Also, the Joy-Cons are surprisingly comfortable. Vertically, they fit in my hands perfectly. The sticks and the L and R buttons are actually like great, like very comfortable. But it can be a bit weird pressing the buttons while using the stick, cause like the buttons are like directly above the stick or directly under, so it can be a bit weird. And the buttons are a bit small, but it's not that big of a deal to me. I even find playing with one of them sideways comfortable. It's not the best thing ever, but it's not that bad. But my favorite way to play with the Joy-Cons is having them separately. They are super comfortable, and the fact you can move your hands around while using them is actually surprisingly nice. However, I will say, when I was playing the Splatoon 2 test file last weekend, my hands started to like cramp up a bit, but I didn't have the problem with fast RMX, so it might have been because of the fact that I was using both the sticks on the Joy-Cons. But switching to the Joy-Con grip actually fixed that. So maybe it was the fact that because you can move them everywhere caused the cramps. That's possible. The grip is good at what it does, and it's actually very nice with Splatoon. But in fast RMX, even though it's still good, it's just better with the Joy-Cons loose. I'm thinking like the Joy-Cons are better loose when you have the left one using as a stick and the right one using as the buttons, but better on the grip when you have the left one as the stick and the right one is also the stick. That's the way I think it is. At least that's what I felt from the only 2 games I've played on the Switch. It's 3 games now. I got Zelda, which is kind of the reason why this video is taking forever to get out. I kind of just stopped editing and started playing Zelda. But overall, I've been really enjoying the Switch, and I can't wait for more games to come out for the thing. Like, there is Zelda, which is already out, but for the future, we got Splatoon 2, Mario Odyssey, stuff, and so the online is shit right now, but it hasn't been fully implemented yet, so it's not really the biggest deal. I just wait until they have online fully up to see what's going on with that. But for now, for something that's free, it's not the worst thing ever. But so far, I've been enjoying the shit out of the system. It has a lot of potential, and I want it to succeed so this can become a phenomenal gaming machine. But right now, it's a great machine with not that many games for it. So I recommend waiting till at least the summer to get one, because there's going to be games for it out by then, and we'd already know what's coming out in the holiday season. So I recommend till at least the summer if you're interested. But for me, I do not regret buying the Switch at all. It is a great console, but it's even better as a portable. And I am in love with this system. It is amazing, and I can't wait to see where it goes.